look at yesterday's news and results. Looking first at the American League East, the Cleveland Indians were in the Big Apple to play the Yankees, and it was the Yankees who came out on top. The score was 5-1. Masahiro Tanaka was great on the mound, picking up his 18th win of the season. He is currently leading the American League in wins. The Minnesota Twins were in Charm City to match up against the Orioles, and it was the O's who stole the walk-off victory in extra innings. Final score was 4-2. Adam Jones showed off his power, blasting 2 home runs and picking up 3 RBIs in the process. The Mets took on the Rays in interleague action at the Trop, and it was the Rays who came out on top, 7-0. Drew Smyly was victorious on the mound and picked up his 10th win of the season. The Phillies were in Toronto to take on the Blue Jays, and it was the boys from north of the border who were victorious. The final score was 12.
With everyone standing at Dodger Stadium, Kershaw pitches. Carpenter swings and hits.
Downtown Baltimore and Oriole Park on a Friday night. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Eastern Division leading New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. And then briefly, let's take a look at the 2 starting pitchers who get the assignment here. Pretty Boy Wolverine will dig in now. He had 3 hits in that ballgame on Wednesday. Now the first pitch. That's hard hit back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Long throw to third. And the throw by Jones will not be in time. He's in there at third. Pretty Boy Wolverine will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. First offering on the way. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here it comes. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Now here's the pitch.
Hey, come on now, fellas.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
Pretty Boy Wolverine will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
And that's off his leg on the mound. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single. Pretty Boy Wolverine will step in. Singled and came around to score his last time.
Pretty Boy Wolverine.
First pitch coming. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2.
And you'd think for as hot as this guy's been over the last few games, they might be treading carefully. They're coming right after him, and now they've got him in an 0-2 hole.
Now here's the pitch. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Get some fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
So a good job of collectively swinging the bats in this one, but if we had to single out one guy who outshined all others, I think it's the man who stands out right here. He's our top player of the game.
Squeezes it, and the A's have won it. 3 consecutive years in the postseason for the Oakland A's.
And the pitch, and Blanco bunts it, and it's a good bunt. Choate has it. He will wing it down the right field line. Here comes Crawford, and this game is over. And the Giants, once again, win a game in a very unusual way as this crowd goes crazy.
And again, the 4th consecutive year, they are champions of the American.
And now your 2016
Pretty boy Wolverine will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Wolverine.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Jones is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out.
This play right here is all about getting a great read and a good angle on the ball when it's hit. Great jump, runs it down, and that saves extra bases.
Pretty boy Wolverine will dig in here. He flew out his first time around.
Pretty boy.
First offering on the way. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More coming up from Baltimore after this. Pretty boy Wolverine will dig in. He's flown out and hit into a double play in 2 trips.
Wolverine.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. The man you see here out for a 2nd inning of work, and he becomes the pitcher of record now in a tie ball game.
Yeah, he pitched well last time around. No reason to think that he can't do it again.
Pitch on the way. Using the fastball exclusively here, it's 0-2.
Not a real good effort there.
Now, it's one thing if it's a slider running away or something like that, but that pitch right there was never going to be a strike.
This is offered at in the dirt for strike 3. Just needs to make that easy throw to first. Oh, and he throws it away. Pretty boy Wolverine will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. Here's the first offering. Now here's the ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and a one-time magic number, 61 home runs on the season now, and it'll give the Yankees a 4-2 lead. Very good performance offensively for this bunch, but out of everyone, I think we should single out this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Aaron Hicks, 420 feet from home plate, hauls it in.
What a great catch by Aaron Hicks.
2-1. That is into left field. Cespedes giving chase, not going to get there. It falls in. Kendrick on his way to third. Cespedes bobbles it. DeSarcina waving Kendrick home. Here's the throw to the plate, and Howie is gunned down. What an unbelievable throw by Yoenis Cespedes.
Big lead again for Peralta. Holiday a safe lead at second. Adams swings and hits a drive. Deep right field. Back to the wall. And it's a gunner! A gunner! A three-run homer for Matt Adams. 3-2 Cardinals in a magical seventh inning. Punted right at the first baseman. And that's an easy play. Oh, he missed him. How in the world did that happen?
That is extreme agility by a former football player. That looked like he was heading into the secondary and evaded the free safety.
0-2 coming. Swing and a fly ball toward right center into the alley. Bradley on a run. Jackie dives. Oh, he caught it. He laid up, made a sensation. Giants win.
Welcome back. I'm Matt Vasgersian here on the MLB pregame show. As we draw closer to the first pitch in this series opener, let's have a look at our Topps Player Spotlight. Pretty boy Wolverine will stride in now. Back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. He waits, now the pitch. Boy, and he's really having trouble picking up that slider in this at-bat. It's 0-2. EK, and take a look at our homestanding nine as they enter play here this evening. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
And he will score as well, and they've pushed the lead up to 3-0 now.
Well, that's the kind of year it's been for this guy so far. Even when he gets fooled, he still finds a way to get an infield single out of it.
Pretty boy Wolverine will stand in. He had a 2-run single this first time around.
Hey, we got 2 down now. Hey, get your pitch, drive it.
Now here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. He's set, now the pitch. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And that ball is gone. Blasted into the bleachers in left. Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it now for Ricky Nolasco. Pretty boy Wolverine will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Just keeping him close. Gardner at first, now the pitch. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Hey, here we go.
Fastball right back to the mound. To second for 1. Back to Mauer, but it's not in time, and they'll settle for just the 1 out.
Not much more to say here. I mean, this has just been an awful performance from these guys, top to bottom. They can't hit the ball, they can't catch the ball, and they can't throw the ball. Nothing has gone right. They got to be thinking, this one, it can't end soon enough.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. And some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start an at-bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Pretty boy Wolverine.